Well, today is National Cheap Flight Day, and we got some tips for you on how to land a low-cost airfare. Skyscanner crunched the numbers and found that if you're booking a domestic flight in the U.S., the best fares are from 3 to 6 weeks out from your flight. International flights have the best prices well in advance, but they also tend to be cheap around 2 weeks out from the flight if you have some flexibility. If you're flying out of Louisville, AAA says book as early as possible if you want to avoid having to run between your flights.
Out of Louisville, you're going to have to connect to most destinations. So the earlier you book, the better chances you have of nice connections with an amount of time in between to connect, because you don't want to make those too tight.
Now, flight prices are constantly changing due to a lot of different factors. Skyscanner says to do your flight shopping in the afternoon because tickets tend to be cheaper in the afternoon and more expensive in the morning. They also found that most airlines tend to launch their discounts on Mondays and Tuesdays and raise their prices on Thursdays. One of the best ways to score those discounts is to book your trip for the middle of the week instead of flying out on the weekends. AAA says it's important to remember that you shouldn't believe every tip you read on the internet.
The wonderful world of the internet is sometimes our best friend and sometimes it's our enemy.
Now, AAA says it's easiest to let a travel advisor help you book your trips, but you should always make sure to review what they're recommending and make sure it's the best deal and circumstance for you personally before you click that confirm button. And traveling is starting to come back, according to the Department of Transportation. U.S. airlines saw more than 300% increase in passengers this year compared to 2020, but we're still a little over 20% down compared to travelers in June of 2019 before the pandemic started.